Hey guys, it's Davis.
And it's Zach. It's kind of whack.
Yes, it is. I was recording my mic in another place. Sorry about that. How's it
Bruh.
going? We're here giving you more content. We know you
You know.
love our content. Yep. We're so dumb. Zach with the new hairstyle
Whoa.
today, getting it
I
good.
call it the tri-fold.
I think that's when you fold something 3 times.
Uh,
But I could be wrong. Could be. never
You
know.
are wrong. It's obviously the new hip hairstyle in town.
Yeah.
Because, having 3 bangs is better than
Yeah, I got
2.
that too. Look. The listeners are not gonna understand what just happened. You'll have to go watch the video version to find out.
Or, imagine that your face has a tail. And that's pretty much it.
What? I think
Am
that
I
would be.
wrong?
That's just what an elephant is.
Oh, that's fair. Imagine your
So-
face hair. No, that's mustache. Imagine that your head has become an elephant trunk that's made out of hair.
That's
And
coming
that's
on
not
the
quite as
top of
long.
your head.
Exactly. It's a scalp hair elephant trunk. Yeah.
I don't. I just.
That's fine.
All
It's
right,
fine.
buddy.
It's
You're
fine.
special.
It is.
Anyway,
Mhm.
how's it going in your life right now? How's it going?
Midterms a couple days ago or yesterday and then the day before. So I'm tired. Very tired.
Tired.
Yeah.
Tired boy.
I mean, when am I not tired? Let's be real. I don't have a
Fair.
caffeine addiction for nothing. I earned that through exhaustion, sleep deprivation from just bad sleeping, and I don't know. Your call.
Bruh, but why though?
Why?
Caffeine is bad for you.
But
Therefore,
it helps me survive.
but as a guy who doesn't like coffee, right?
Yeah, you're
Just
a bad
don't
person.
drink it. We've
That's
already
just all
talked
that
about this
means.
before. We've already talked about this.
We are, but I
it's
will reiterate
same.
that you're just a terrible person for not liking coffee.
You
Just a
can't
fact
just.
of the matter.
That's not.
If you don't like coffee, just change that.
Wow. All the people in the comments say either hashtag coffee is good or hashtag coffee is bad. Do it. Down below. After I said to do a hashtag, some people delivered,
Yeah, that is true.
AKA 2 people. But one of them went beyond
Oh, he went all the way.
beyond what I asked. And I'm happy with it,
Oh my god.
Maybe if
I will have
other
you
people
know,
do
I
this-
do take monkey way you mean I have a very, very
All right, let me pull these up and we can
Oh, they're brilliant. I pulled them up when I was bored. I they're a trip.
They are. They're great. I
yeah.
enjoy them thoroughly. But one of them is how
One's better than all of the rest.
yeah. Oh, wait, did he comment again? Oh no, he didn't. Okay. All right, hold on.
There's 5, I think, or
There's
4.
4. We'll read them all. See, guys,
Oh yeah.
if you comment on our YouTube videos, sometimes you'll actually get noticed.
Whoa, recognition.
And if you're on the other sides, if you're on the other places, we see you too. We see you too. I look at stats
Yes.
about every week, so I see you. All right. Anyway, we got our comments here. And so the first one was by a person, and they said, "Darn Zach, canceling. I missed y'all last week. If you get sick, just get healthy again. It's not that complicated, Zach. Hashtag weak immune system.
Yeah. Oh. My
Just
weak
get better."
Canadian blood.
All right. So then that was the first comment. And then this person was like, you know what? I'm going to comment a lot. I'm going to comment 4 times. And the first one was, dang it. First, the guy goes and spells Z-A-C-K wrong. And now this. Hashtag weak immune system. Yeah, you spell Zach wrong. Just
False.
Get better.
Z-A-C-K? That's wrong. You know it's wrong. I know. that you know and that we both know that we know, but it's okay.
Then the next one is, how about you find a good multivitamin to offset the disappointment in your ever-growing audience, Zach. Hashtag weak immune system.
I'm sorry, my weak Canadian blood, it just disappoints.
It just destroys. Oh shoot.
And if you guys are disappointed, hashtag disappointed down below, please. I would love to know how disappointed you are.
This is good. All right. And then we got boycott Zach until proper Zach spelling. The first one was H. The second one was with a K. And then he says, actually, I think I better understand the name of the podcast now. It's taking a shot at Zach's. Hashtag weak immune system. Now, I will say that on this one, he spelled weak wrong. Okay, so I actually talked to him, because fun fact, he's my guitar teacher, and he said that Wack is spelled with an H, and I was like, no.
No.
Like he said that it's spelled WHACK. It's like, no, not
That's
this word.
whack.
Whack is when you hit somebody, but whack is when it's whack.
Dude, it's whack. It's just like
Yep.
when you're hip, when you're just vibe.
No,
You know,
whack means
back in the
crazy.
80s.
No one.
Yeah, okay.
What?
Don't question it.
I
I
am
know. I am
confused.
clearly of an age where I know these things. I'm cultured. I'm mature. I know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Wow. Guy doesn't even know Dwayne the Rock Johnson. When one, Davis is in a band with Dwayne Johnson, and two, the coming of age journey, highlighting 3 stages in the life of former wrestler turned actor and mogul Dwayne Johnson is on air. Anyway, everybody tune in to Young Rock Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. on NBC. Also available on Peacock. Hashtag weak immune system, also spelled wrong. System spelled wrong this time with an A. Hashtag weaker knowledge of Dwayne Johnson. So yeah,
I do
those
feel
are the
bad because
comments.
he is one of my favorite actors, and I just couldn't remember what his name was. I was just like, he's the guy with the big muscles, and he's the guy, you know?
Yeah, the guy. Yeah,
The guy.
the guy.
You see, it's your fault for not knowing who I was talking about. I was very clear.
What? Okay, buddy.
You know what, the guy?
I don't know the guy.
That's unfortunate.
Okay, anyway, I'll get off of that. But yeah, guys, post in the comments and, you know, you may be shout out, especially if they're funny. If they aren't funny, they're not going to be in it. So there's a lot of pressure. There really isn't. We're not very funny, so
I disagree with that statement. You know,
can you
I'm
prove
so
that we're funny?
that people don't laugh.
I can't tell if that
It's
was
just
supposed to
that
be a joke.
intimidating.
Yeah, sure.
I am so serious right now.
Yeah. I believe you. I see your
Yes.
face.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
Okay.
I said nothing.
Oh, you know what kind of pisses me off?
Sure.
Did you see the new Justice League movie?
No. There's another one?
Yes and no.
What does that mean?
Well, if I explain it now.
Well, yeah, we're back. Hi.
Hi.
I was just
okay.
cutting in there.
Oh,
When you
cool.
started
Well,
talking. I just figured
I
that
didn't
was
know that. Okay, hi. Hi, my name. Okay, so game back English.
All right, stop.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, it kind of pisses me off because it's the new Justice League movie, and it's like ads everywhere on YouTube, HBO. Oh my God, it's new.
Wasn't there a Justice League movie? No, I never saw it. But wasn't
There
there
was.
one already? But
There
didn't
was a
like
Justice League movie.
Superman and Batman quit, so they had to redo everything?
Yes, however, what this is it's Zack Snyder's Justice League. So essentially, what happened while they were filming, as far as I understand at least, is that Zack Snyder was the original director and like main head producer or something.
Okay.
But then I think a family member of his either died or got sick where he needed to like go. So he quit. So they had a significant chunk of footage that they never used. And apparently it had a completely different storyline, or a somewhat different storyline with a different plot. And I'm like, but they're like editing that in and then releasing it and calling it it just pisses me off because it's like it's the same movie, right? And they're like, yeah, but
But
no.
it doesn't have the Superman guy in it.
I don't know. It's weird. They have like a new villain, but it's still the I don't know.
I didn't see the
It's
original Justice League, so
it was not very good. I would not recommend. Like
that's
a
what I was
solid five
told.
out
That's
of
why I
10.
haven't seen it. Like I was kind of excited for it cuz I was like, "Oh, cool, ton of superheroes." But if it's
You
that
can
bad.
tell that they're trying to mimic the Marvel formula in terms of like, you know how a Marvel movie is gonna go before you watch it, and like you're not. At least I'm not bothered by the fact that I know what the Marvel formula is. It's like, okay, there's probably going to be some comic relief there. Okay, yeah, there's the serious part where they're talking about the story and the plot. Okay, there's going to be a big
And then
action scene, the main reveal.
Iron Man's
Everything's going to be
like,
fine.
"Haha, I'm funny boy."
Yeah, exactly. It's there's a formula, there's a layout that they usually follow. There's guidelines, and you can tell that DC was like, that's good, and it's like when you see the off-brand version of something you really like. It's it's like when you go into a Food Lion and instead of seeing Dr. Pepper, you see like Dr. Snapple, or not Snapple. It's just like Dr. Snap or something, like something
You could
very
have
like
just said it's like when you see Dr. Pepper and then you see Dr. Pip Boy or whatever. What is it, Pip Boy?
there's actually a lot of different. Hold on. There's Dr. Pip,
Yeah, Dr. Pip.
um,
That's what it is.
but there's multiple off-brand versions that are actually surprisingly popular as far as I understand.
I don't drink soda, so I have no idea.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But it's clearly an off-brand formulaic like outline in terms of they had the comic
Sure.
relief there. Okay.
Well, it's funny
There's a
because Marvel stole that from Star Wars,
yeah,
which
they're
is
both owned by Disney now.
true, but that Star Wars was kind of the first, not the first time, but the first time where a big movie was like, well, it didn't start off big, but you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
where they were like, ah, yeah, in the middle of this action scene, we're gonna put like a funny line that's funny
You see, they
to break the
originated it,
tension.
but Marvel did change it. They added a little more like
You gonna
it
say
was more
pizzazz?
not necessarily pizzazz, but it's more banter rather than just a wittier,
C3PO
clever
with a
remark.
one-liner that's hilarious.
Yeah, it's more of a conversation that's funny to watch than it's just like, oh, I can't do a C3PO voice. I'm not gonna try.
Well,
But yeah,
it's like it's funny though because I'm not gonna go too far into Star Wars. I've already been told I talk about Star Wars too much, but just a little bit. It's like it's kind of like how when George Lucas went back and redid the original trilogy, he add like there was a stormtrooper bonking his head on accident because he was too tall, but he added a bonk sound effect after the fact just to add a little more humor to everything. So it's kind of
genius.
stuff like that. That but yeah, you're right. It is more but they did that in like in game, like when Hulk gave him the like tacos.
Oh,
And it was
that
so
was good.
random, but it was great.
I love that scene wholeheartedly because it's just Paul Rudd eating tacos, just sitting on the landing pad, and he just looks up, and the taco is gone, and then we just got Hulk walking over to taco, and that's the scene. It has no value,
It
but it is
really doesn't.
brilliant.
It has no value in the slightest, but it's great. That's the thing. That's the thing that I think a lot of new movies are missing
Mhm.
is little scenes that may add, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute more of runtime, but they add more character to the movie.
Exactly, like because I don't mind watching a slightly longer movie as long as it has stuff that is keeping me interested or I'm enjoying.
But
It's when
to
it's
be
3 hours of boring.
but like you wouldn't watch a 3-hour movie unless you knew that it was a good movie already, or you knew that it was a big name. You wouldn't
Well,
have
yeah.
seen Endgame if it wasn't a big had a prequel, or
Okay,
not a
yeah, that's
prequel,
fair.
but a one that came before it. You wouldn't have gone out of your way to see that
Right. It
movie.
has the Marvel brand of this is
Right.
gonna be good.
Right. You wouldn't like if this random company came out with a 3-hour long movie, you
Yeah, no,
wouldn't
I'd be
go and
skeptical for
randomly
sure.
see it. You know,
It's the kind of thing that longer movies are definitely a turn off to a lot of
right.
people.
Because I don't really like longer movies. I love how anime movies are only an hour and a half long most of the time. Some of them are
They
longer
keep
than
your
that, but
interest. Yeah.
it's that, but also it's hard to animate for even an hour and a half worth of content.
Yeah, animation is a lot of
Especially
work.
when it's not a show, so you can when in a show you can get away with shots that are farther out and have less detail to characters. Like for example, there are a lot of scenes in shows where they'll like where the detail will just like go away, which it's usually for funny reasons, but in a movie most of the time you just can't get away with that. It's just not, and it's just one of those things. I don't know. But I love shorter movies most of the time because most of the time, not all the time, like obviously Endgame's a great movie, but most of the time they're not filled with content that's like, why am I sitting here? Now,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
the Star Wars extended editions come out, I will be watching them, but but I because okay, they want to the producer was like, we had a bunch of deleted scenes and
Oh
we're
boy.
going to shove those in there and it's going to make the movie better. And I don't know if that's true, but they're for the sequels, and as everybody knows, the sequels were not great. Now, I believe personally on their own separately they were great. But in context with the other Star Wars movies, they weren't that good. That's my opinion. Like Luke Skywalker on his own would be a great character in Last Jedi. But because of the context of what he already had in the original, not a good character. My opinion.
It subverts your expectations pretty hard
Which isn't what
given
you want
how
in
he's
Star Wars.
portrayed.
It's not what you want. So,
Yeah, it's not supposed to be, oh, we gotcha. It's supposed to be, this
right.
is Star Wars.
Exactly. So, that's so hopefully the extended cuts will be good. I don't know. I really
I'm
don't know, but I'm
interested.
going to give it a chance. But they're not coming out until like 2023, so it doesn't even matter.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Never. Wow.
yeah, apparently,
Okay.
according to an interview, and even still, like, I could be wrong about this because I read the interview like once, and so it's been a while. But from what I remember, they were gonna take a long time because there's things like the Obi-Wan show coming out, which I'm
Oh,
hecka
yeah, yeah.
excited for, and Mandalorian season 3, which is coming in December, stuff like that. Boba Fett. So they're focusing on their shows, which are way better than their movies.
I
So
mean, the
I'm okay
shows
with it.
are slapping right now.
Dude,
That's what
I'm so
Disney in
excited for the
general is doing.
Obi-Wan show. I
I'm really
love
hyped.
Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan. The best Obi-Wan. You can't argue against that. You can't argue
No, I mean, I'm not
he's not the
arguing with you
best.
on that.
I'm not saying
He
you
is the
will,
best.
but compared to the original, no, the original isn't that great compared to
Ewan McGregor.
the
Yeah.
prequel Obi-Wan. So I'm excited because Ewan McGregor's great. So yeah, although I know nothing about him other than the single movie, but
I mean, he did a good job though. Let's be
yeah,
real here. He did a good job.
he's probably like one of the best characters, if not the best character. So in the prequels,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
obviously.
But I mean, yeah, Disney seems to be just expanding into the TV show region
Which is
because
fine.
WandaVision is a big hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're coming out with Loki as a TV show.
Mm-hmm. I know
I'm intrigued
nothing.
about that.
I was told that WandaVision's good.
I have not watched it because I don't have Disney Plus.
I have Disney Plus, but I also am not a huge Marvel buff.
Mm.
But I watch other stuff on there. But I've heard it's really good. Like this one girl that I talked to online, she was like, "Oh yeah, it's great." Um and she's very picky about shows apparently, so the fact that she said it was great is cool, I guess. I
I mean, yeah, the reviews are fantastic
Yeah,
from what I've heard.
I believe it. I mean, hey, I know nothing about it, but
And
I would believe that it's good because I saw all the movies, not all the movies, but I saw like the Avengers movies and they were good. So I I think the thing about Disney, their TV show game was strong already.
it's true. Yeah.
They already were like the lead, like they were already the leading channel that everybody was watching, Disney Channel. So
Oh, Disney
now
Channel
they're just making
popped it.
specific shows for Disney Plus.
Oh yeah.
And
And they're not they're moving out of the kind of kids only territory.
yeah. Well, I mean, everything has to be PG-13, but you're right.
But it has more, even if it is limited to PG-13, it's still more mature elements,
Oh
and it's
yeah.
storylines that
Have
a
you
lot.
seen the sequels? No, I'm kidding.
it's
I'm
it's a
kidding.
lot. It's a more diverse
Yeah.
population that can be interested in it.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. Yeah, but I like Mandalorian was great. If you haven't seen that one and you have Disney Plus, I highly recommend it if you're into Star Wars. But a lot of their other shows are great from what I've heard. I don't know anything about Loki other than his appearances in the Avengers movies. Like
Like as a character,
as a
or
character, yeah. Like
I mean, yeah,
I know where he's from. Like I've seen the original not Star Wars, Thor
Star
movie.
Wars.
I've seen all the Thor movies, I think. Have I seen the second Thor?
The second Thor is not good. It is not good. It is the
I know I've seen
worst.
Ragnarok and the original. I don't know if I've seen the second one. Is that
That's
the
all you really need to see, to be quite honest with
But
you.
I know the storyline of Loki and how he was like adopted or whatever, which is
Yeah,
weird. But it's fine.
they
And
never
he's
really
like
expand
blue.
on him. So, well, because he's blue because he's adopted. He's technically a
Yeah.
frost giant, which is a different race. But because Odin took him in, he looks human
He
or Asgardian.
did
Uh,
stuff to him.
I don't know. I don't
Probably some
know.
like illusion magic or something.
I mean, he is the god of tricks and illusions and whatever. So,
I just I don't know if he's like a I don't know if he's like a good enough character to have his own show about. That's all I'm saying. His
oh no, I see what you mean.
Like I
Because,
don't know enough about him to say, "Oh yeah, that would be an amazing show." And
well, because that's kind of what they've done. They've given him an image and portrayed a large number of things, but they've left him they've left enough blank spots where I think they can use the show to fill that in and make people interested.
sure. Yeah, that makes sense. And it's also like I don't really understand that's one of the reasons why I also haven't seen WandaVision. It's because I know nothing about them other than the fact that they were in the Avengers movies. Who the heck is Wanda? And who the heck is Vision other than the guy who could pick up Thor's hammer that one time? It's like
I mean,
I don't know anything about.
they did describe, I think both of their origin stories in the MCU are from Avengers movies. You watched Age of Ultron, right?
Yes.
Because that's both of their origin story in that movie.
Well, no, I know who Vision is, but I don't remember Wanda at all.
So
Other
basically,
than showing up in Infinity War, and I was like, I forgot you even existed. I saw you like one other time.
so they cover it in like the more beginning of Age of Ultron. And basically, you remember Loki's staff from the first Avengers movie, right?
Yeah,
And how it could like control people's minds.
sure.
The that had an Infinity Stone in it. And apparently they were doing weird experiments and they somehow put power from that into two people and Wanda was one of them.
Ah.
and that's pretty much the
Oh yeah,
origin
and her
story.
brother. I forgot about her
Who
brother.
dies?
They were like
Quicksilver
German or
dies.
something.
Russian. I
The other shady
Russian.
place. Oh gosh, no. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh.
sorry. That was a joke. That was a joke. It's a joke.
Mm.
I don't take it back for Russia, but I do take it back for Germany. I'm gonna get
Ooh.
flamed, bro. I'm sorry. I was just, but they are literally, aren't they like shady in the movie?
Well, I mean, they're a part of Hydra in the movie,
That's
so
shady. And
yeah,
isn't
but
Hydra
not
Russian?
because of their national.
No, that's German.
Davis. Yes.
See, well, that's why I guess German originally, because I was like,
Oh,
are they
okay. That's
German?
fair.
But then you're like Russian, and then I got confused.
That's fair.
There's a lot to keep track with of.
Yeah, Marvel does have a lot of content
There's like,
stuff.
I mean, there's like a billion movies, I feel like, at this point. There were
It
3
is one of
Iron
the biggest
Mans.
like cinematic universe.
I didn't like
Yeah,
some of
there's
the Iron
and
Mans.
I really liked the first two. The third, not a huge fan.
Yeah.
Um,
There was one where I was like, this movie's still going. I think it was
I
the
think
third
that was
one.
the third one for
Yeah,
me because
probably.
it just had a lot of down and weird. There
Down
was
and
when he got
weird. Yeah, that was the one where he had like PTSD and stuff.
yeah,
And I was
like it
like,
was an interesting
why are
concept and
they
it made sense.
showing, but like, why are they showing this?
I think they were trying to humanize him and make him less of a egotistical. I'm a billionaire. I'm a
But he
genius
was
engineer.
that.
Exactly, but they're trying
Oh,
to be
I still
like,
haven't seen
this is a real
Homecoming.
person.
Fun fact.
So what?
I still haven't seen Homecoming. Fun fact.
Did you see Far From Home though?
No.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, if you saw Far From Home but not Homecoming, that's got to be
No.
confusing. I would recommend it. It's one of my favorite Marvel movies.
Is it
It's good.
really? I don't know. I was
What
always
what
annoyed
what
by
has
Tom
you
Holland, but
you get annoyed by Tom Holland?
he's a little whiny. But the other reason why is because, like, literally just everybody talks about him. That's annoying.
Okay, that's fair.
It's like,
As
I
far
got,
as
like, as soon as Homecoming came out, everybody was like, yo, you heard of Tom Holland, though? And I was like, no. And then I looked it up. I was like, I'm never going to see that movie, huh? And it's not because of Tom Holland necessarily, but also because it's another Spider-Man movie.
they did it right this time. They didn't go over the origin story again. They were like, you know it by now. We don't need to beat a dead horse.
Good. Because like literally, okay, I did think that the other Spider-Man movie that came out, Into the Spider-Verse, that movie
Oh
was
my god, that was
great.
fantastic.
Not a Marvel movie, but amazing.
Oh yeah. They're coming out with a second one, maybe?
Are they?
I thought
They came out with a video game, but I don't know if they came out with a sequel or if they're coming out with
I don't
a
know.
sequel. But
I
yeah,
could be getting things mixed up in my head.
they did come out with a video game, which I've heard was great. But that movie was so good. It tackled all the
Oh,
things
man.
you needed to. It tackled things that weren't even that on like another level. There was like
Yeah.
the bottom level is like fighting superheroes and villains and stuff. The second level is like this kid who doesn't know what he's doing at all. Third level is race, and it just all those levels just come together and just make it an amazing movie.
Yeah, they cover a lot of different things that you wouldn't expect. Like a lot about being confident in who you are and what you want
Yeah,
and just going with just what you feel,
it's a really good
which is a
movie.
really interesting concept.
Yeah. I feel like we always talk about movies, but you know
I
what?
mean,
What else do
movies
we
are
know?
awesome.
What else do we know?
Exactly. I mean, we're not going anywhere.
Yo, speaking of that, my grandfather just got vaccinated on
Oh
Tuesday.
boy.
So that's cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great.
I think I said that my aunt and uncle got vaccinated a little while ago
Mm.
as well. And my step grandfather. That's kind of weird to say, but my step grandfather got his second shot on Valentine's Day. So, yeah,
'Cause it's 2 or 3
weeks ago. Yeah.
doses?
It's 2 doses.
2 doses.
Yeah. And, you know, I'm excited because it's coming around. I mean, we're going to be last. We're going to be bottom of the barrel. But,
Yeah.
you know, as long as we get it eventually.
The kind of thing that I want is if we can get it over the summer or some time before fall semester.
Well, I'm hoping April, end of April, but I doubt it.
Yeah, that'd be
I'm
nice.
hoping, if not April, May. But then again, we're going to be last. So it'll probably be June. But who
I
knows?
anticipate
My
summer.
dad is going to be eligible in March. So that gives us a timeline, kind of. Because if the old people were about 2 months and the essential workers are
Right.
then maybe 2 months,
Another 2 months, then.
then we'll be probably at the end of the 2 months after that, which is about June.
Well, here, I'm gonna do a nerdy thing and Google up. Yeah, I guess that is
Google
how it
up.
works.
That's
Um,
a new term. Google
age
up.
percentage of U.S. population. Because for some reason I thought that there were more people in our age range than, or at least there was a larger portion
What do you mean?
in our age range in terms of like we make up a significant portion of the population.
Well, yeah, probably. I mean, if you think about it, most of the time, you know, parents have one or two kids. So
Hmm.
you're either doubling or at least creating the same. Now, not everybody, has kids, and that's fair. There's nothing wrong with that, but most people. So I think from the last time I checked, we're making just like we're not making double speed anymore. But
I
we're
think
under
we're at
that
like,
now.
because total fertility rate in the U.S. I believe is either it might be 1.9 at this point.
Mm. Yeah, because not everybody is having kids, and not everybody, and a lot of people are only having one kid, and
Yeah,
do
a
what
lot
you
of
want to do.
the big families don't happen that often
At
anymore.
least here in the
Yeah,
U.S.
in the U.S.
Yeah.
Because it used to be like a lot of families just had a lot of kids. That's just how
Mm-hmm.
it was. But it's been
Well, but
like,
then you gotta like take into consideration like all over the world, like a lot of African nations still have like what's the word? Still have like multiple wives. Not a ton, but a few of the countries still have like multiple wives. So that equals big families because most of the time they also have one or two kids. So I don't know,
mhm.
but you know, it is what it is.
Well, because a lot of it is based on the kind of, I forget. I took a human geography course 2 years
I
ago.
skipped that.
It was interesting, but a lot of the things that we learned was that in correlation to how like what kind of country it is in terms of what their main source of, I don't know, income is. Like if it's an agricultural country, there people are more likely to have more kids because
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of the whole thing of family farms in terms of you need a lot of kids to help manage the farm. It's in more urban settings though, large amounts of kids are less popular
Yeah.
or I guess prevalent.
How did we
But
get here? I always wonder this
we
whenever we
started
speak to
talking
each other.
about Marvel,
Yeah. But how did we get to
and then
kids? I don't know. But whatever. What were you thinking? What were you talking about with the drugs? Not the
I wasn't
drugs.
talking about
The
drugs.
vaccine or
Oh,
something.
vaccine. Yeah, there's like over 50% of the population is under 40. So I'm wondering if it might take more time to get around to us since,
Well, I don't know. My parents aren't like old. So
well, no, no.
like they aren't going to get it. Like they're not over 60 something. I don't when was the range? I don't even remember. I don't
It
even know.
was
It might have been
60 or 70
65 or
something up.
something.
And then, because I think it was 65 or
Because at
75
first it was
up.
obviously doctors, and then second it
Yeah,
was
first
like old
responders
people who was like 65 and up, and now
and the
it's
people who
about to
have
be
an immune
essential.
deficiency.
Yeah, and now
They
it's
were in that.
about to be essential workers.
Yeah.
So
And
I
then
don't know.
it's going to be us,
Yeah,
people who just are people.
Get your vaccines, kids.
Do
Get
it,
'em.
man.
Kids
Unless
and
they're
adults.
yeah,
I mean,
just
just
do it, man.
everybody.
Just do it.
I know that only like 17 people are going to watch this video or listen to this podcast or whatever. But you
It's
know
okay
what?
though.
If you are, hopefully you're getting a shot or two because there's
Or
2 shots.
I got
I've never
4 the
been
last
more
time I went.
excited to get a shot in my life.
Honestly, right?
Like,
It's
I've
you're
never
always like,
wanted
I
a
don't wanna
shot
feel it.
so bad.
It's like, do it. Just put it
Get
in.
it in there. But seriously, like, I hate most, like, as a kid, like, I wanted to do the nays thing because I hated the flu shot. But now I'm like, please, just give me the
Stick me
vaccine
with
so I
the
can go
needle.
outside.
Just do it.
So I can go and have Zach in my basement and we can make this podcast.
Okay, yeah.
Hey,
gotta-
you're the one who made it
gotta-
weird.
I didn't say anything. I'm just glad you finished that sentence like that.
Zach,
But yeah,
so that we
like,
can
it's-
both be in my basement and we can film this podcast together on one camera that looks better than both of these cameras.
That is true. That is true. I am very orange from the lighting that I have in my room.
It's because your webcam is like stinker.
No, like literally all of the lights I have are tinted yellowish orange. That's just how it is.
You
in my
can't, I
room.
mean, I showed Zach this before, but I have 3 lights going and my room light. You can see if I turn this off, that's 1, 2, and then there's one over there. Because, it brightens up my face and you can see me. But then Zach's over there with his yellow face. Orange face. That wasn't meant to be racist. That wasn't meant to be racist. But it kind of was. I'm sorry about that. I meant
I'll have
orange.
you know, I'm a proud maple syrup boy.
But you're orange now. You're like
Yes.
a Trump. Oof.
No, I'm citrus.
I
Get
can't
it
even
right,
joke
damn it.
about that. Honestly, I can't even say that. Can't even call anybody a Trump. It's gonna tell a lot of people about our personalities.
It's I don't take responsibility for Davis.
Hey,
Jokes and actually makes.
sometimes,
Sometimes what?
Here's the thing.
Oh no. No.
Sometimes you have to understand that it's a joke, guys. What?
No comment. Okay.
Sometimes you just have to realize that I'm just joking. And sometimes that may include a former president that some people liked and some people didn't. That's all I'm saying.
You trying so hard to be bipartisan. Just animate little like anime sweat drops.
Oh man. I just, when we do these podcasts, we don't come in with a plan most of the time. So sometimes it goes off the rails.
Oh
This
my
is one of
God.
those days.
15 minutes before, he's like, "Hey, you got a topic?"
Well, I said, hey,
know?
in 30 minutes, you want to do this podcast? He was like, sure. And I was like, try to think of a topic. And then I come on here. I'm like, hey, did you think of one? And he's like, no.
You didn't though.
Yeah, well, sometimes, it just doesn't happen. Like last week was great. This is the thing. Sometimes you have an amazing idea, and then the day after, you're like, I don't have any other ideas. That's how I am
You're
with
spending all your
songwriting
idea
too.
juice. You just put it into one thing. You got to spread it out.
That's how I am with songwriting too. It's like
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
write a
I feel
great
that for sure.
verse and pre-chorus or chorus, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, those words are banger." And then I'll go the next day and I'll be like, "How do I rhyme? How do I
Next
put these
portion.
words together? What words can I even put?"
Egg and leg rhyme, right? That's the new word.
Can
that
you
can
make
use.
can you make me a serious
a serious song?
serious line that rhymes leg and egg?
I could do it.
Do
I
it
could
right
do it.
now. Do it.
Do it right now.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
hold on.
I used my leg to stomp the egg of our past relationship.
I used a leg to stomp the egg of the heart desire.
What? Oh, you could say like I used my legs to walk across egg shells.
That rhyme. That's like no,
Eh.
that's a rhyme zone rhyme right
That
there. You
is a
can't do
beautiful
that.
rhyme. That is a beautiful rhyme. That is a great
Oh
rhyme.
no,
I would use that. I do that a
that's
lot
like
with like
rhyme zone.
no, not rhyme zone. But I'll write a line and then I do this thing a lot where I like to have a line that leads into the next line. So it'll be like I went to the store. Like I went to the was one line and then store starts the next line. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Obviously, I've never said I want to go to the store, but you know what I mean. Songwriting tips just don't suck.
Just write words.
Yeah.
Speaking.
We are the worst at this.
Yep.
Here's the thing about my songwriting is that I literally just whatever comes to my head, I write it down, and if it sucks, I trash it. And then I start over. I'm writing a song right now, and I've showed this to Zach, at least part of it, and I was like, and in that process of writing it, there's two parts, and for me, I am more of the instrument side. I sing, but like my brain instantly comes up with not instantly, but my brain more easily comes up with instrument parts. So I'll come up with this great line and I'll be like, yo, this is dope. Do I have any idea of what to do with it? No, but it sounds great. And then I'll find other parts that go with it and I'll be like, okay, now that I actually have some sort of line, I should probably write some lyrics and a melody. And here's the thing. Sometimes melody comes first. Sometimes lyrics comes first. You know, Zach?
Yeah, I have that same problem. I can just like, oh, chords, slap keys, not like that exactly, but
Yeah, I just
roughly.
slap my guitar and music comes out.
Slap the bass.
Every time I just touch my guitar, it just makes a tone that's just beautiful.
It's like, if I touch the piano, it's just like, oh wow, that's just how it works. Oh my god, that was
you
one
just
note.
lay your hand down and it's like I know
like,
nothing
oh,
about how to
wow.
play the piano.
That's just how it is. I thought it was what that. Whoa,
that's crazy, bro. Oh my gosh. I hope somebody got that reference. Anyway. No,
yeah,
but
the lyrics are rough with the
yes.
melody in terms of it's just.
Well, but sometimes you have great days and sometimes you have bad days. Because for me, like,
Oh, yeah.
I'll write a verse and a pre-chorus and I'll be like, yo, this sounds great. Do I have any idea what the bridge to sound like? No. But melody for the verse, that's banger.
Because I'll come up with melodies pretty well and pretty consistently. It's lyrics that I have a real big problem with. Because I'll write something out. I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. And then like 2 days after, I'll be like, nope, I have a better idea. And I keep coming up with better ideas to replace it. But they're like about the same in terms of how good
it's so
they are.
funny to me to hear this because I've heard a lot of the phases of your songwriting.
Oh boy.
And a lot of them started off as teen angst.
Oh yeah.
And heartbreak.
Oh yeah.
And that's completely fine. My song's about that too. It's not heartbreak necessarily, but sadness. But like it's literally sounds like you got a guy who's 13, which I guess we were 15, but You got a guy who just got broken up with, and he's like, "Oh, I'm so sad. Oh no, my heart is broken. Oh no, my heart. Oh."
Wait, which one are you talking about now? Because I'm confused.
So I'm not talking about Deja Vu. Now, that one was close. But it was the one after that we were
Did I
like,
come up with-
I don't know if we should use that one. Do you
I don't remember having another. I probably just tried to block my memory.
Here's the
of
thing.
it.
You wrote like 5 songs, and like
That's
one of
true.
them was good.
Okay, no, Deja Vu and whatever the heck I called my first decent one.
But
Those
there was
two were
another
decent.
one. There was another one.
There was a third one?
Or maybe, what was
Well,
it?
not
The first one
necessarily
was
a
like
third one.
Memories or something.
Something weird.
But okay, no, there was a third one. You wrote like a bunch. I think we
and
talked
then
about this
We had to
before.
filter through them.
I think we talked about this before, but you would just like come to band practice and you'd be like, "Yo, I wrote a new song."
You got.
And we would be like, "Oh," and we would just look at each other and be like, "Okay, Zach, play it for us." And then Zach would play it and we'd be like,
Same song.
we could write a better song together, and we could have Gavin write lyrics.
Oh my God, Papa lyrics though. Oh,
That's fair.
so have we talked about Papa?
We've
I don't think we have.
got to have. We talked about the band a while ago.
Yeah, but I don't know if we talked about Papa.
I don't know if we talked about Papa.
Okay, because we definitely didn't talk about the origin of it. We're sitting there at, I think, our first or second band practice. And
No. First or
Yes.
second band practice post. Well,
in
actually,
your the first or second one in your basement is what I'm saying.
yeah.
We're sitting there.
Was that
I'm like,
wait? Was
"Oh,
that before or
guys."
after the talent show though?
It was before, definitely
Okay.
before.
Okay.
And hey,
We
I
talked
got
about the
this
talent
cool
show
thing
before.
on the
If you
piano.
want to go back to one of our previous
Just to go
podcasts.
watch it.
Yeah,
Go
go
watch
back.
it now. And he's like, "Oh, cool! It's the thing on the piano. I like it." And
Can you
just like,
play it?
"Oh, okay. I figure out how to do things on bass." And then Dave's just a tip tap boy.
Can you play it
Um,
right now?
oh God, it's
Yeah, that was
it's the
it.
same chords,
Yeah.
and then it has like a faster section. Oh shit! And it
Yeah,
goes on.
something like
It's
that.
the same chords.
Yeah. I
And then Gavin.
well, okay. Ben didn't know what to play. I wrote the bass line for that, which is a
You wrote
great
sick
bass line.
bass line. Oh
Sick
my
bass
God, it
line.
was great.
Great bass line. I thought my drum part was great. Kevin,
We had the Latin setting on your electric drums.
Oh my
Ooh,
gosh.
was it good?
banger. We got to bring that back. I mean,
do.
I don't care if we bring the band back. Actually, I do kind of want to bring the band back, but at least we got to bring that song back.
That was good. That was a good song.
Bass level.
It was pretty repetitive, but it was good.
It's not. Hey, just because the chords are the same doesn't mean they sound anything similar.
I mean, that is fair. That's fair.
But yeah, it's okay. So then he starts playing that. Ben's like, what are the things? So he just starts playing like long notes or whatever, like nothing. We hadn't written the bass line yet, and I like am playing something simple on the drums,
And then Gavin.
Gavin goes, Papa John,
Papa
Papa
John.
John. And we're just like, what? And he's
And
like,
he sings just Papa John's on repeat.
and then he talks about like Papa John's two their special that they had at the
Yeah, they're-
time or something.
Yeah, it was a
And-
legit
and-
special too. I was confused.
Yeah, like it was real. And it was like two
Medium.
yeah,
I don't
something
know.
pizza, I don't know.
It was something like that.
We don't associate ourselves with the real Papa John.
Oh no.
We don't associate with
person.
him. But we do associate with our song Papa. It's still named Papa to this day because
And the lyrics are completely
Gavin
different.
never wrote lyrics. Finished
Well,
the lyrics.
He wrote a verse, a chorus, a pre-chorus. No, wait. No, it was a verse, a chorus, a second verse, and then that's
Well,
where we
he
stopped.
wrote the first chorus, I mean, the first verse, the
The
chorus,
first verse, the
half
chorus,
of the second verse.
half of the second verse.
And then during the bridge, he was just like doing, ah,
Yeah, he was just doing very
which
Gavin
sounded
singing.
hilarious.
I mean,
It was great. I mean, I would have recorded that and put it out there.
Oh yeah,
I would have been like, this is gold.
that is it.
This is gold. And then we were like almost ready to like record the song, but then then Gavin never finished the lyrics. And we were like,
That was the first song that we ever like.
do you want to
started writing?
And we were all like, hey, do you want to like get help? And he was like, no, I got it.
No.
I was like,
Every time.
all right. And then it was like, I'm going to go ask this person for help. We were like, all right.
And then 4 months later, he said, I don't like any of it. And he's like, none of it. Okay, starting fresh.
No, I think he liked the verse. He liked the first verse,
No, he
but he
only
wanted
kept-
to get rid of the chorus and rewrite the melody.
No, he didn't like the first verse. He liked the chorus, he said, and
And
some of
the
the second
first
verse.
part of the second verse. Because of the
Yeah.
on the other side of the phone. I don't
Other
remember
phone.
what exactly
Yeah,
it was.
that was actually pretty good. But I mean, when you actually analyze the first verse that we had,
Grow
was
like a
pretty-
weed.
it was pretty like
weed.
this is a song lyrics.
I don't remember. I never memorized them because I was just so enamored by this beautiful
It
man.
was a lot of imagery, meaningless imagery.
Yeah.
Like take me home to the meadow. Something
with a
about
paradise city where the grass is green and the girls
a
are
river.
pretty.
Girl, pretty. I no,
No one
Okay.
knows that song nowadays.
man,
Oh,
kids these
won't you
days, am I right?
please take me home? Hit those high notes.
That falsetto though, okay.
I don't remember the actual notes, so it was a little rough. Yeah, not gonna lie.
It's high.
I mean, I could hit it. It was just I didn't know where the notes were, so it sounded
They're
rough.
On the scale somewhere.
I could say that about anything that you've ever said.
False.
True.
Air isn't on the scale.
It's on the scale of. It's actually it is on a scale though because, it's called weight mass. Also, you could call a scale on how many neutrons it has. If it's whatever they call it. What are those things called? Shoot. What is the science term? I haven't taken.
I'm gonna
a
let
science
you
class in a while.
bask in that.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
hmm
All right. I don't. I hate you and everything you stand for.
I can respect that. Okay.
What are they called? I haven't taken a science class
I love that you don't
in like
remember this.
a whole year. My last science class was literally spring of junior year. Which you think
I'm
I
not gonna
remember
lie,
most of my junior year?
I keep up on the sciencey things because I have nerdy conversations with our friend David and Justin.
Our friend, singular. They're the same person.
I said friends.
No, you
Did I
didn't.
not?
No, you didn't.
Oh,
Replay
Yeah, they're
that,
one
Davis.
person. They're brothers, so they're the same.
Yeah, that's how that works. Like me
Yeah.
and my brother, we're the same person.
Honestly, though, Walker sounds a lot like
No,
you.
he doesn't.
He does.
No, he
I
doesn't.
honestly got you two mixed up while I wasn't looking at you and you started talk. It was over VC. That's what it was. Walker was talking and I'm like, wait, hold on.
No, we don't
And
sound
it's your
similar.
laugh in particular that's really close.
No, his laugh is way different. Mine is like higher pitched and his is like lower pitched. You think
Interesting.
I'm kidding, but I'm not.
I disagree.
Mine
but-
like goes many different stages, and sometimes it is what it is.
Oh, you got one of those normie laughs. You don't have a special, unique psycho laugh like Zach here.
Mine is okay. I don't know what a normie laugh is, but I'm not
I
gonna
don't
get
know
offended.
either.
Because I know you don't know what a normie laugh is either. So
Yep, nope.
See
If you don't sound like a hyena screaming in reverse,
if it
then
doesn't
you don't sound like
sound, if it doesn't
is
sound
how
like
I
you're
sound
having
like
a
when I laugh
seizure every
genuinely.
time, you're not doing it correct.
Exactly. Damn straight.
Oh man, we are the dumbest of the dumb.
That's true. How much
Yeah.
time we got?
I think that's it. I think that's all.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that.
What a way
We
to
may
leave
be we may be in the early 50s, but you know what? That's fine.
That's acceptable.
You know what? We hit our quota of like 50 minutes. You know,
Our quota. This
Our
isn't
quota.
a 9 to 5. We enjoy this.
we do enjoy this.
We do.
Even though
enjoy
I
this.
have to literally tug Zach every time to
No, I'm
come
just
on here.
busy.
Just get better at life. Just level up, dude.
Just like drop schoolwork. Okay.
No, I said level up. That just means get better.
Well, okay.
Where's your XP,
I was
bro?
gonna make a joke
You didn't.
and then I
You don't
lost.
get XP from school.
I do, but if you Venmo'd me some, it would be better.
How would I Venmo you XP?
I don't know. Level up and do it.
You can't use my own thing against me. Plus, level up
Checkmate.
only works when it's like a task.
Mate.
Says the weak immune system. All right, it's time to end it. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye-bye.